Brett paid a visit to Macedon Lodge this morning. You saw Green Moon.
Yeah, he looks in good shape. He's obviously he's a fit horse, and when I rode him a couple of weeks ago at Caulfield, and he looks fit and well, and he was bouncing on the track this morning.
As far as the preparation towards the Australian Cup goes, what about after the futurity? How did you see his run there?
Oh, I think he ran super. You know, obviously it was probably an unsuitable distance. Serious horse won the race, and he was pulling ground off him on the line. So you can't ask him to be doing it much more than that. You know.
Melbourne Cup winner returning, obviously some confidence there.
Yeah, for sure, and obviously it's a good form line for the Melbourne Cup coming, the Australian Cup. A few of them have done it, so you know it takes a high quality horse to win these 2,000 metre weight for age races, and that's what this horse is.
After winning the Melbourne Cup, you went back to Hong Kong. Much of a honeymoon period once you got back into the hustle and bustle there.
Yeah, it's a bit surreal. You got to get back into the everyday work again and get back to the normal routine. But you know, it was an amazing high, and still probably still on it a little bit. And you know, just one of those things I'm blessed and grateful to have done, and I've got a feather in my cap now.
How much do you love this horse? It seems like you gave you a Melbourne Cup and you're back here riding it at Flemington. Just what does it mean to you?
Yeah, obviously you know I haven't seen him a lot, but I've only seen him a few times. But he's going to be a special place in my heart for my whole life. So he's a lovely horse. He's got a great nature, and he's a beautiful individual to look at as well, isn't he?
He's around $4, so a lot of people think that there's other horses in the race. But do you think you're the horse to beat?
Oh, I think he's you go back through his form over the last 12 months, you'd have to say that, you know. He's competitive over mile 18, 2,000 plus and 32, so he's proven himself, and he's shown his ability already, and the male he's going better than before he won a Melbourne Cup, so hopefully.
Do you love this track? You walked it before. Just did it bring back memories of that famous day?
Yeah, sure. It's a wonderful track. It's probably one of the best tracks in the world, and you know, I've had some great success here and great results, and hopefully we can keep following up on Saturday. Yeah.
Already showed good gate speed first up.
Yeah, we wanted to be a bit positive from the gate. We didn't want him to slop out, you know. So he jumped good for him in the Melbourne Cup. His last two runs, so those two races, he's jumped probably as good as he can go. He's never been a flash jumper from the start. So, you know, I think it. You know, the shorter races, you need to be positive from the jump in Australia, don't you?
How big a race would it have to be to get you back, like say an Australian Cup and Newmarket, to get back in a fantastic horse to get you to come back to Hong Kong?
Yeah, obviously I'm very open at the moment to good offers to come back and ride in these Group 1 races. Obviously I can't. I'm contracted to ride in Hong Kong, and I can't just leave for any race. You know, it's got to be a Group 1 status, and it's obviously got to be worth my while to leave Hong Kong as well, and it sort of works well. If it's Saturday racing and we race Sunday, I don't miss a Hong Kong meeting, and I'm sure they're pretty flexible with that, because I don't miss a meeting, and it sort of doesn't interfere in any way. So obviously it's a great opportunity if people give me some nice rides. You know, I'm not here and I'm not doing all the hard yards on them, but sometimes it looks like you just fly in and get the rewards and fly out. But big race jockeys win big races, don't they?
Spirit of Boom was fantastic first up in the Oakley Plate. He must have pleased you to stick with him.
Give me a good feel. Yeah, nice horse. I think he's got the right credentials to win a Newmarket. Yeah, it ticks all boxes for mine. Yeah.
And the Australian Cup, who do you see as the main dangers, Brett? Is there anything there that you can see?
I think Lloyd's other horse. I think he's a nice horse. Yeah. You know, he is. I think he was probably 32 was a bit far for him, but he's a pretty smart horse.
Moraine.
Yeah, Moraine. He's a nice horse. He looks well. Lloyd says he's fitting well and he'll run a good race.
Because you haven't had much luck in the Australian Cup or the Newmarket to date, have you? So.
Not really. I got knocked down in Newmarket, and it was probably the year I should have won. And
what was that on?
It was on Blackbean. He was a good war horse for me. He was a lovely horse. I won the Galaxy Nat on him, and you know, I was just a bit unlucky. And obviously the Australian Cup the year I could have won it, and my horse broke down. The track was it wasn't like it is now, and probably would have won the race as a poor. He was a very good horse, but European horse. Couldn't handle the hard track.
Did you notice any differences in Green Moon from the futurity back?
Yeah,
to
I did actually.
Cup?
Yeah, it was interesting because obviously keeping him probably quite sharp and fresh, and he was very naughty on the day. he was a bit cantankerous and doing some silly stuff. So I think with that run under his belt and take the edge off him, he won't be so silly and a bit more focused on his job. And as I said, he looks in good form this morning. He looked lovely.
Did you ride him this morning or just watched him?
No, Lloyd said I'm his race day jockey.
Would you say he's a specialist at Flemington? If you go back last year, you look at his Blamey, and then obviously leading up, came into the Turnbull in the spring campaign and then a Melbourne Cup.
His form says it, doesn't it? You know, it's there in riding. He's definitely probably a big track horse. You know, he likes the open spaces, and he's every run he's been top class.
I think
For another Melbourne Cup?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, Lloyd's got a lot of horses out there, and yeah, Green Moon, he may go for it. I don't know what he's doing after the Australian Cup, but Lloyd's he's got a fair bit of ammunition out there for the next one. He's not resting on his laurels.
I think you said you'd like to see him maybe travel in some of the international races. Is that?
I don't think Lloyd will have a part of that, but
Yeah.
I try and what does Nick say? Nick Williams says it's a work in progress to try and get one away from Australia, but. You know, he'd be suitable, you know, anywhere in the world. He's a high-class galloper.
When did you get the call up from Lloyd about riding this Green Moon?
We speak often, you know. If he's got a good horse, he'll always tell me to keep an eye on it and keep in close contact with him. He sort of normally knows by about Caulfield Cup time where they're going and whether they're going to be good enough, and I'm normally sort of driving him mad by about then.
Has he got any plans for you coming into the autumn with the Group 1 up in Sydney?
No, not for me. He hasn't said anything, but he's got a lot out there, and yeah, he's probably going to be attacking the BMW Sydney Cup with a couple of those high quality ones he's got out there.
Any other rides there on Saturday you're looking forward to? There seems to be some.
Oh, I think those the Newmarket and the Australian Cup. I can't be much more excited than that. You know, those two chances are live chances in Group 1. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to both of them horses. I think they've got a terrific chance.